Money.
What do you want to call it?
I was just saying like Tallboyz podcast or like the Tallboyz Bladecast, just to kind of like throw in between our YouTube videos. And that's why like I wanted to start doing this. I think it would just be a cool supplemental thing to do in addition to what we're already doing. You know what I mean? Like we're putting out videos, but besides that and like the little behind the scenes shit you get to see on Instagram, there's really no context for our shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of what the whole idea of this really was. So I don't know. I thought it would be cool to kind of occasionally check in with people and kind of get our message out there about, who we are as people and like why we're still skating out here and, give some people some behind the scenes looks. I thought that would kind of be sick. So I don't think it's going to be, like an every week type of thing, or even more structured. Like, I think that's kind of setting you up for failure. But I'd like to kind of do it a couple times a year, just to talk about the major shit we do, maybe like after a tour, recap, or...
Semi-annual?
I was going to say semi, but like, I'm thinking maybe even more, like maybe 5 or 6 a year. Like, we'll have... maybe the beginning of the year, I guess that's like this, maybe the first month of the year, and then the end of the year, that's 2 right there, right? Yeah. So the beginning and a recap, there's 2, and then, I don't know, maybe after a tour we could recap, or after the movie we'll talk about it. But I don't know, I just thought this would be really sick to do.
All right, yeah, get the word out.
All right, and before we move any further, folks, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, The Remedy CBD. You guys might not even know we have a sponsor, but the Tallboyz Blade team has a sponsor, and it's The Remedy CBD, folks. I know you're sitting there, you're going to gas stations, liquor stores, you're seeing CBD everywhere now. You're thinking it's snake oil. Well, it's the real deal, man. I use it for my back. Dave uses the bombs. And the Remedy Care is always hooking us up. They're in Wallingford, Connecticut right now. They got 1 store open, but they're going to be opening more throughout, I think, the next 6 months. 1 in the New Haven market, and I think possibly 1 in Fairfield County. So give them a follow on Instagram. They're in our bio at The Remedy Care because they're always hooking us up with products, and I appreciate them, and we appreciate what they do.
Shit works.
Fuck yeah, man. All right, well, yeah, that was just a quick little plug there. But I thought, we can kind of just start off and talk about, like, what's up with us at the new year. We released a movie about 3 or 4 months ago at this point, and, little things have been dropping here or there. But I feel like we've been kind of silent. People have been dropping stuff, and, I think it's full winter mode here in the Northeast.
Yeah, I don't know. I transitioned to a new job, so just handling that and full winter mode. Coming up on a couple like comps coming up. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna compete, but we'll definitely all be there. And I think like the winter in the Northeast, I love how dedicated some people are to still skating. Like, outside of the last week or so in Connecticut, I don't know where everyone else is listening from, but it's been pretty mild here. It's been 50, 60 degrees almost every weekend, or at least 1 or 2 days a week, right? So we've been able to get a little bit of skating in, but not compared to some other places, I think. Not like Andy Leader, man.
What about him?
Dude, dedication, man. He like started that whole Blade everyday thing. Like, that was kind of him. It wasn't really, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't really Be Free. I think it was Andy.
And what year was that? Like a long time ago? Or?
A few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like everybody just with and shout out to Andy, obviously that guy's a legend, but I feel like it's just because of social media, and now everybody wants to do challenges, and there's all these 30-day blades. So it's just like incentivizing people to, blade more and put more shit out there, kind of like we're doing.
Yeah. Shout out to Be Free, too. I mean, he like hasn't stopped this whole time.
He's still going, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, what number is he up to? That's crazy.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, look it up. So yeah, just kind of like the State of the Union. I mean, we're a small blading crew out of Connecticut, and over the last year and a half, we've considerably grown as like friends and put out some quality stuff. So it was kind of cool to put out a full video and get so positively received when, you know, a year or so ago, nobody even knew who the fuck we were. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that was like, I guess my goal from the start from Tallboyz was to do a full video. And that happened, like, thanks to you and Jan for throwing the event at New England Blade Camp that really, like, established a date so that we could, you know, I procrastinate a lot, and I don't really do stuff unless there's a date and a fire under my ass. So, like, that forced us to get it done, and it was a blast.
Yeah, dude. I had so much fun shooting it, and, like, it seriously took a month or two of our lives, like in the summer, pretty much working part-time after our jobs, working 3-4 hours a day editing and stuff. But I was just telling somebody yesterday, I was like the tortoise. I was working every day, like an hour or two after work, slowly chipping away at it. And then you did your section, the outro, and like, I don't know, half of the montage in maybe a 48-hour or a 72-hour span. And literally, those are some of my favorite parts of the video. So it's just funny how, like, different people work. Like, I could never do that. Even in college, dude, I was never that person who could, like, cram the night before. I was, like, that dude starting the study guide a month before and chipping away at it like a motherfucker.
That is how, like, different people are. I don't know. I've always been a binger. You just binge shows, binge drinking, binge work.
Yeah, we do. But I mean, it shows, man. It shows the way you skate and the way we put together your section. I mean, some of those clips, for everyone that does know, were recorded in probably the last 3 or 4 days before the video was over. Like, again, my section was done in like June, 2.5 months before the video premiered, and then yours, you were working on, you know, day of.
Yeah.
But man, that was a good time. Like, through that, we went to places like Philadelphia, New Jersey, Massachusetts, all throughout Connecticut. I saw a good amount of like this part of the country through blading, you know, and just, I don't know, going to different cities and getting to travel a little bit. And I don't know, man, it was a fun time.
And, you know, to be continued for sure. Like, we didn't, I feel like the last one didn't have enough in New England. Like, for sure, we got to do Rhode Island. We got to do Boston. You know, shout out to all the Boston dudes.
Definitely.
Yeah, tons of spots worth skating in the New England that we didn't even touch. But
right. Like, there's
crazy.
Like, let's be straight. There's a lot of gems here in Connecticut, but there's definitely a lot more worth seeing that's just an hour or two ride away. And that was what was so cool about going to Philly for the video. Like, I feel like it was proof of concept that we could go somewhere, get all of our shit together, all skate the same thing, film, get tricks in a short amount of time, you know?
Yeah, it was cool.
I don't know. The first was me and you going to California. That was the first time I'd ever, like, gone somewhere on a destination to make a video.
To skate,
you know?
Yeah. I had never, ever done that. Just a full skate trip. And then it was, like, not just one. It was, like, how many did we go on that year, you know? Like,
yeah, several.
Yeah. I've never done that before.
And that's what I'm saying. That was what was so sick about 2019. Like, everybody was doing tours. Everybody was going to competitions and events. And you know, being so new into this, it was like so fucking awesome. It's such a good time, I feel like, to get into it.
I know, that's wild that, like, your first kind of year in the industry, you just went straight to Blade Cup. Like, I had never been. I would go every year if, you know, scheduling worked and budgets worked, but
yeah, I definitely want to go, man. 2020, that's one of my goals. Definitely get back out to Blading Cup. Maybe make a Motel California too.
Yeah, maybe stay in a hotel this time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, Motel California. That was what our video was called when we stayed out there, and I booked probably the sleaziest motel you could ever possibly imagine in the sketchiest part of
the Flamingo Inn.
Oh yeah, in Long Beach. LBC. Shout
Yeah.
out to the Flamingo Inn. You look like you're gonna get stabbed if you leave the parking lot. It's so bad, but we slept good. No one bothered us.
Dude, it was fun. I mean, a little bum, no continental breakfast, but
yeah.
Close to a lot of the LBC spots. Dolphin Park, rest in peace. I mean, I'd have to look at like a map.
That car dealership that was covered, that was fucking sick.
Yeah,
the
that
3-block.
3-step.
Yeah, that thing was so cool.
That was dope.
We also, there was that one bank that we were skating in Long Beach where we almost got robbed by that hood rat. Oh my gosh.
It's crazy when you're out. I mean, like, remember, like, halfway through the trip, we're like, fuck, dude, imagine if you did this. We could just do this every day. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, I know. And then you look at these people on Instagram, and it's like, how are you surviving? I don't think they are.
What do they do for a job?
I don't think they are. I think they just like are broke.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Dude, broke skater. Fuck it, you know.
I guess, or not. I don't know. Is that the move?
I mean, dude, I'm always curious to know what people do outside of skating.
Yeah, it's actually always interesting because you meet these people sometimes at a competition, or sometimes you just know them through their online presence, and you finally meet them, and it's like, oh, dude, you work at a self-storage unit, or, oh, bro, you're in fucking production, or whatever, you know? Or sometimes it's, oh, I have no
realty, or, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Marks and physical therapy.
Yeah, right. That guy, Ian from Tampa, he's a doctor. You got, corporate shit. So, like, it's all spectrums, and that's what's really dope about it, is that there is so many sides of people in blading and all the different characters. But I think of all the characters that we've met in New England, like, some really great people, and I feel like everybody is really, at this point, in a good spot. Like, New England blading is kind of in a good spot. Like, I didn't know anybody 3 years ago who skated in this area, and now I feel like I kind of know everybody, or at least know of, friendly enough to hit them up and ask them to, like,
and I think social media has a lot to do with that. But yeah, like, you know, the Boston guys, Remo and Ian, shout out.
Ragone Bones, Drizzy,
and Big
Lowe's,
Driz.
how could we forget Lowe's?
Big Driz and Lowe's, yeah. That and you know, all the stuff from Blade Runners, and hope to do some more collabs with them in the future.
Yeah, and maybe even some of the older school Boston guys, you know?
I mean, like,
with them too.
It definitely has like a I feel like right now there is a moment, I think it has to do with social media, where, like, when he did Beast Coast and all that stuff, there was like kind of like this feeling of a scene, and I feel like it's kind of back there right now. Yeah, it's a little resurged. I think
it's because everybody too had gotten social media, so everyone can really promote and create whatever they want for the first time ever. I don't know. I feel like now everybody's cutting together video.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years ago, people weren't as interested, but now everybody knows how to make little edits, even if it's at a very, very basic level. So it's kind of cool that everybody can, even if it's just your girlfriend or your friend just standing there filming an iPhone clip. You get 3 of those, you can make a little edit, and if you're throwing down, who knows, man?
Yeah, I think it's the times. I mean, like, even with, like, you know, Black Bandit Media when they were in...
God damn it, dude. A little whiskey spill.
Damn it. Hold on.
All right, we'll pause. All right, we're back after Dave just spilled the whiskey. But we were just talking.
It's a sin.
I was just saying, blading, I think, is in a good spot. And just off the mic while we were cleaning up your mess there, we were talking about...
It wasn't that bad. For the record, it wasn't that bad. Welcome back to Bourbon and Blading.
The comp's coming up, too. I mean, we also got some other stuff looking forward to in this area. This weekend, we got the Nor'easter comp up in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Up in
Getting
Rye.
Tired of all this fucking snow.
And then King of the North up in Taunton, Massachusetts at Skater's Edge. That's at the end of February there. So both are real legit, and I think King of the North is a Blade Cup qualifier. I don't know if Nor'easter is, but I'm pretty sure King of the North is, which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think that's kind of cool how blading, they're trying to make Blading Cup more of like a destination that you have to sort of qualify for.
That's dope.
I don't know if it's like the best way to do it, but I think by trying stuff out like that, they're going to come up with something maybe really sick eventually.
Yeah, and shout out Visaid. That's their comp, or B Ford, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right.
Skaterade, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I don't know. I was just saying, I think the comp's coming up, and all the events that we've been talking about for the first 10, 15 minutes of this thing have, I don't know, they weren't around, I feel like, as much the last couple years, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, I remember, like, street comps and whatnot, sponsored by Gabe and Thorough, like Boston Street Battle and stuff like that. Yeah, and I haven't seen anything from them this year, and I don't remember as much last year, so this is definitely big for New England competitions.
Right, and the fact that it can get you points to go out to Blade Cup is really
it's
cool.
Huge.
How does that work? Do you know?
Dude, I have no idea.
I was going to say.
I mean, like, I think if you place, you get a certain amount of points, and then, like, that helps with your seeding or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So you get a different round on, you know, when you're out in Blade Cup.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I feel like maybe one day that'll inspire something like even better, but who knows? I think that's like a cool idea they should continue toying with.
Yeah. Also, I forgot. When's Juice's video coming out, dude? I want to see that.
Commonwealth?
Yeah.
I haven't. So,
dude, I haven't heard, but
yeah, Commonwealth is a video coming out of the Boston area. I think it's within the next month, probably within the next couple weeks, I would think.
Yeah.
I know we gave them some of our B-sides, so we'll see if any of those clips make it, and some really talented skaters in that as well. So I feel like, man, there's a lot of like full team videos, or maybe not like the old school essence of that, of like a full video, but I feel like every crew now has some big thing dropping every couple of months. It's setting a high precedent.
You think? I mean, like, I feel like crews are big again. It's pretty nuts. Like, I mean, you saw it in the 90s with like Battle My Crew and VG, and now it's like made a resurgence because of Instagram, you know?
Yeah, Instagram is like the tool. Your crew makes an Instagram, people follow, you sell merch, and you put out stuff. And
I love seeing crew videos. Like, it's you could see like the energy in a video, you know what I mean? Like, I just watched Chance of Rain 3. It's just like the energy. It's the vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can tell through those guys skating, it seems just like a lot of fun, but also you could tell they take it very seriously too, to a degree, you know? Like, it's like they hold this stuff near and dear and very sacred to their heart. So it's like, that's the vibe it gives. Not that it's not a good vibe. Like, it's obviously
great.
It's a great skate.
And every crew's different.
Yeah, and I like I like that. I like that they're like to the point you said, the energy people are putting out. Like, some stuff is now kind of more polished and well refined, like a lot of the Them and Aos.
I actually like
VODs that have come out this year.
I like the format of like I do like it, actually. I flip-flopped on it a little bit, but I like the video as an account, and then you follow that account and it gets you hyped for the full video. Like Candy. I want to see Candy from Austin, like that Austin crew. That's gonna be sick. Hit It Wet. Like, I follow
like
that
a
account for
Instagram?
yeah. You kind of, it's a behind the scenes look, and you kind of keep up to date with everything. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. You think that's necessary though? Creating a separate
Not
account?
all the time, but I think if you're gonna do a full video with parts, like the full formula, if you will, like, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think so too, especially if people are throwing the fuck down and you have enough.
If you, dude, if you have pros, like, sure, yeah, like Crow. I want to see the Crow. Have you heard of the Crow video?
No.
That's from Minnesota. It's gonna be like Brett Dasovic, Chris Farmer, a bunch of the Minnesota crew. It's gonna be sick.
I don't.
It's
really
like,
know much
dude, it's
about
like
the
all
Minnesota
snow.
crew.
It's
It's
like
a snow video.
It's like, yeah, it's like Minnesota was a rollerblading video from Minnesota.
Really
I don't know if
sick.
you ever heard of that, but yeah, it's like Farmer and them, and they're skating kink rails in the snow and shit. It's sick.
Wow. And what are we doing over here? We're complaining about, 30, 40 degree weather. I'm not. You are, though.
No, they're crazy, dude. They're crazy.
No, those guys are straight savages.
Yeah.
Any day that's above like 15, 20 degrees, they're skating.
Dude, yeah. I recently followed Brett Dasovic again. Like, I used to, before it wasn't, Instagram wasn't even a thing yet, but his YouTube and shit. And, like, he skates every day. Like, he's like, it's not about doing the most creative tricks and stuff. It's about just going out there and doing it,
I agree,
good.
man.
It's
Metal
inspirational.
sharpens metal. You got to be out there all the time, and that's why between
Yeah, but the difference is there's like a foot of snow every day there, and
Yeah.
and it's negative 20. I'm
No.
like, Jesus, that's inspirational, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's on borderline insane for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in general, the best people I feel like are the dudes that have been skating forever but still skate, at that high level all the time.
Yeah.
But it's not a crazy formula that's just exclusive to blading, right? I feel like it's the same form for literally anything. Like, you want to get better at fucking karate or jiu-jitsu or writing, you just got to do it more, man. It's repetition.
I agree.
So yeah, and that's kind of what I feel like, we've been doing this whole time. We've created Tallboyz. It's just been as we go and just sort of building upon each other to, we got a full video out, and now it's like, fuck, like, sky's the limit now. Where do we go? We made our name. We, like, I don't know, people are starting to find out who you are and who Rob and some of the people we skate are through the video and through some of the other stuff. So it's kind of cool that, the sky's the limit almost, if you will.
Yeah, just gotta keep filming. I feel like it's with anyone who owns a camera, like you have a bunch of dudes. You have, like, I feel like that's a stereotype. You have these dudes who are fucking really good that no one's ever heard of, and it's like, all right, shit, like, I would love to film a part with him, but it's hard, you know what I mean? Like, to work around schedules and shit. But it's just someone like Rob or someone like Pat. It's like no one's heard of Pat, but like the guy's really good, and I try to film him. I'd love to do a full Pat part. That'd be so cool, dude.
Yeah, some jungle music.
No, like everyone. I take that back. If you're from Connecticut and you rollerblade, you've heard of Pat. You know Pat. But, like, he doesn't have a lot of content, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And, again, but that's the cool part. Not everybody has to participate in the content game. Some people can just skate.
Yeah,
and I think that's even sicker to a degree.
Yeah.
But, no, I agree. And I don't know, just through the video and stuff, I feel like, we can just continue building upon that through various other projects. Like, I checked the video today, Forever Soon. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's on our YouTube channel, 33 minutes, has a couple section. Dave and I both have a full section in it, along with Rob Dargowitz, a Philly section through a tour, a montage, intro, outro. Very proper, cut, 33 minutes. I checked today, it has almost 2,000 views. So to think that, I met you on Reddit 2 or a year and a half ago, we put that video in such a short amount of time, and then 2,000 people saw it. I couldn't believe that, man. I don't even know 2,000 people.
Yeah. I mean, like, 2,000 people to watch a full length is pretty crazy.
On YouTube too, that's not including like Instagram and everything else. But like, yeah, man, I was, considering who we are, and nobody even really like knew who we were a year or two ago. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to Tyler Miranda. The whole shit started just like being drunk and taking a picture of a rollerblade boot with 4 beer cans and
Now
being
it's
like,
our
dude,
logo.
we should throw up fucking little clips, you know?
Ooh, yo, that's actually a good topic for the podcast. Yo, tell the origin story of the logo, because I gotta tell you, people, when I show them just a rollerblading video or they see the sticker on the back of my phone, they always go, dude, that logo is sick. Like, who made that? And that's what's kind of cool about us. Like, I can't make that. You can make stuff like that, you know?
I don't know. I made the logo. It just came from a picture. Like I said, I was drunk, and I just took that photo of 4 beer cans sideways on the ground with a boot to look like wheels, and then I just took that and put it in Illustrator because I'm a designer by trade, and it's kind of a negative space logo, so.
I think
Worked out.
I think it's cool, and like we haven't really strayed from it, but we have a couple things in the works too. I don't know if we'll
merch
talk about
coming
it.
soon. Yeah.
Well, merch coming soon. I mean, we could talk about that a little bit later, but I'm just saying alternative logos. Like, I want to start going more into different designs. I think the logo we have right now is kind of interesting, but there's plenty of opportunity to use some additional
Even the
artwork.
one we have, I think, needs to be refined a little bit. Even when I'm looking at my phone right now and the sticker, when you get to a certain, and I'm learning every day too. I'm a senior level designer as of 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, even when you get down to this small space, about an inch, it's pretty small. Like, I need to refine it a little more. But yeah. More stuff in the works.
I would like that,
sure.
man. I would like to come up with maybe like an away team type of logo.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All jerseys all day, for sure.
Jerseys, yeah. That would be sick. I mean, just thinking that there's so many options with like beer cans and beer designs, and I don't want to like rip off another company's beer label and just write Tallboyz in their cursive. But I'm just saying, like, something along the lines of that. There's a lot of, I don't know, opportunity.
Oh, yeah. The best ideas come when you're drunk, too.
Which is fairly often for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You should continue with the embroidery thing, man.
The embroidery?
Yeah, like...
Oh, yeah.
I know you're into that, so you should...
Oh, I should say that?
No, I mean, like, you should...
Continue doing it?
Dive into it.
Embroidery. You're telling me I should go into embroidery? What business do I have in embroidery?
No, it wasn't embroidery. You know what I mean? Like, you were talking about alterations and stuff like that.
Like making our own clothes?
Yeah, I know. You were debating getting a sewing machine.
I was.
For a trip. Yeah.
I was. Because, I don't know, for the premiere...
I know that shit's expensive, and the software's just as expensive, but, like, dude, it's worth it. And I could probably rip the fucking software for you.
Ooh, it would be cool, because for everybody who had a full section when they came to the premiere, got a customized shirt. It was sort of a surprise gift that at the premiere, once the video was over, I had given everybody a Dickies shirt, sort of like a mechanic work shirt, and then got the Tallboyz logo embroidered on one side with their name patch on the other. So I'd like to do more kind of one-off things like that. Not that I'm trying to make this my full-time job by any means, or trying to make hundreds of dollars through, selling merch. But it would just be kind of cool to, see how good I could maybe get at designing and making little shit like that. It'd be fun.
I know, man. I think that's awesome.
It'd be fire. But I don't know. I think we should also use the money to, though, like, keep it in plating. So use that money
100%.
that we... Like, use the money that we raised from selling whatever product we had, and then use it to finance future tours or future trips somewhere else to film.
For sure.
That's kind of next level. I feel like this is like a 5-year plan. That's like year 4 or 5. This is like
I don't think so. I think I don't know. Changing jobs. I don't have Adobe right now, so once I get it. And then I can finish the merch, whatever. Who wants to buy it? If someone, if people buy it, whatever, whatever money we make towards that, I think goes directly to Tallboyz and whatever tour we want to do. I'm thinking Canada. It's realistic.
Yeah.
Montreal.
We know
summer Montreal. I'm thinking.
Like, shout out to Matt, Gary, Denny. All those guys up there. I bet you we could totally
met all those dudes at New England Blade Camp. I love Montreal. I played hockey growing up, so like going there at least once a year, it's amazing.
It's like a pilgrimage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and you'd go. I mean, like, I would go in college too, because before you were 21, you could drink up there, so it was a fucking blast.
Right. You just go get liquored up after you play hockey.
You didn't do that? I mean,
no, I didn't play hockey.
No, I mean, like, even after I stopped playing hockey, I would go up there with, my friends who didn't play hockey, and we would just, you could get a room for nothing. Like a suite, like as big as we live in right here, for like $150 a night. But it would be 3 bedrooms. Like, it's crazy.
They're just giving it away for free up there, basically.
I mean, like, I'm saying, like, the shit rooms are still this nice.
Wow.
They really are.
I don't know. I think Montreal would be cool. I know we recently talked about Chicago. Like, I'd never been to Chicago.
I would do Chicago because, I have my family's out there. I would do it. If I could know in advance when Windy City Riot would be, I would time it to that perfectly. I don't hear of these things, comps. I feel like they're floating a little bit. They don't really set a date too far ahead of time. So,
yeah, it's usually like a couple of months, if anything, but it's not like 8 or 9 months out, or it's... I don't know. That's what's kind of cool about Blade Cup. I feel like it's always that first weekend in November.
Yeah, like Halloween.
November 2nd. Yeah, exactly. Right after Halloween. Remember we flew in on Halloween and we saw that show at the Comedy Store?
Yeah, amazing.
Only 2 people were in costumes. I was so surprised. And they got brutally made fun of, remember?
Yeah. No, I mean, I would love to do Windy City Riot. It's crazy. BMAG just rated that the best street comp.
Yeah?
Yeah. I believe.
It's crazy. I haven't seen much. I haven't seen much of the comp videos from there, but I've heard Chicago.
They're still pretty raw, dude. Like, and I mean, Chicago's pretty rough still. Like,
yeah, we'd have to be careful.
I've skated in Chicago. It's like, if you look up the spots, they're all in the fucking hood. They're in Southside. I don't know. I've skated a couple spots, like a couple famous spots, and I was surprised by how ghetto it was.
I just have never even been to the city, so I don't really know what it's like at that level, but I think whenever you go on a tour or you go on a trip, you get a really good understanding of what a city's homelessness problem is, as well as if it's ghetto or not, because you're inherently spending time on the streets, right? So, I don't know. I think it would be fun, though. I've heard good things about the city of Chicago for skating specifically.
100%. I should hit I should contact someone. There's got to be a Facebook group or something I could hit up. I just want to know, like, dates. I feel like I follow Windy City Riot, but I will book that in advance. I have family out there. We could have a good time. Tyler lives out there.
We should definitely do it.
We could do it right, because, like, dude, my cousins live in Downers Grove, which is like 25 minutes outside the city, which is an Uber. And Tyler will be living in the city as of next month, so we could stay there for free.
Dude, I'm in. Let's go to Chicago. Or
I don't know how many other people we could fit, but
But even if we have to Airbnb it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't care.
We could at least get 4 or 5 people to go.
I love Chicago. Chicago's just like, and you've never been to Chicago?
Never. I've flown through the airport and shit, but that doesn't count.
It's the busiest airport in the world. It's like New York, but it's like way more spaced out, way more clean. Everyone's way more nice. That's how it is. Like, essentially.
And windy?
It's windy. Yeah, it's windy. But that's that's not the real.
No, I
origin.
don't know.
That's not the origin of the Windy City. The Windy City is a political term.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking know dick about politics, all right?
Neither do I, but I know it's windy as fuck there, but,
Right.
That's
so
not where it comes
2020,
from.
definitely trying to go more on tours and, get out to different parts of the country through skating. So maybe Chicago, maybe... Like, obviously, we were saying earlier, Boston, Rhode Island. That's not even like a crazy plan by any means. That could just be a day or two type of thing.
Dude, powwow, too. I'm going to go. I got to hit up Pete. Shout out Pete Kovacs.
Legend. Legend.
I got to hit him up. Yeah, figure it out. That's like right around the time I'll just be able to take vacation anyways. But I've always wanted to go, so...
I'm super jealous. I want to go too, and I can swing it money-wise, but I'm going to Colorado next week, and I just feel like I can't take that time off 4 weeks or 5 weeks later. Because it's pretty soon, right? It's like in 5 or 6 weeks?
No, it's in March, right? No.
I mean, we're almost in February.
It's in May, isn't it?
No, I thought it's in March.
It's in March?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. It's right in the middle of skiing.
Oh, shit.
That changes everything.
Is it
folks.
March? I thought
it is March. It's all right. I'll pull it up. But yeah, you didn't think so?
I didn't.
You thought it was May.
I thought it was May. Shit.
Sounds like Dave's not going to powwow.
I mean...
12th through the 15th of March this year. Kona Skate Park in Jacksonville, Florida.
Dude. I don't think I could do it because that's 90 days within employment. I don't think I can even take vacation. Right? That's usually
still on that probation.
Yeah, I really don't think that flies, right?
I don't know. You'd have
There's
to
a
see
rule.
your PTO policy,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't.
Look at you, dude. So corporate.
That sucks.
You're so on core.
Sucks.
You lose core points for working for a bank for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's a local bank. It's not big corp.
So even your bank is like still kind of core.
Shout out Webster Bank.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be disclosing who I work for. No,
yeah, whatever, dude.
I'm just kidding, bro. But yeah, so definitely more tours. The full video, obviously, we just already discussed, but that's already in production. I mean, I feel like you haven't got that many clips, but
I don't have like any.
Yeah, I think you have one or two though, for sure. But we've been making hay while the sun shines.
Yeah.
While it's been warm, we've been at least trying to get as many clips as we can. So
True.
I'm just hoping, maybe through the winter we can get a couple more of these 50, 60 degrees every once in a while and keep clipping up.
Hopefully. I hate the winter, man. It sucks.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, I know you do. It's great if you can ski when you do it. Yeah. It's awesome. I'm bored, dude.
I know, but you thinking for the next video? I don't know if it'll be around the same time. When do you think?
No, you can't. I mean, this is exactly what I said last year. So, I could be wrong, but the whole time last year I was like, it takes longer than a year to film a full video. And I mean, Jan set that date and plugged us in the article, so I was like, well, I guess there's a date now, so we got to finish it by then. But yeah, I don't usually like set a date like that, but yeah, I'll follow the same schedule as last year. Like, I'll definitely try to film everyone as much or the same.
Yeah, we had a July 4th cutoff date last year, plus or minus. Like I said, you still had a few tricks that you and I individually worked out, but everyone was pretty much done filmed by July 4th. I don't know if it'll be that same timetable, especially if we're gonna.
I don't think so. We didn't film enough in the fall.
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe a little bit later. Maybe we'll film through the fall and put it out like November or something.
Yeah. I mean, definitely before next year.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It'll be in 2020 for sure.
Yeah.
But we also got the other stuff dropping as well. We got the B-sides of Forever Soon.
B-sides
coming soon. Already in the works. As well as a New England Blade Jam.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah, gonna do it. New England Blade Jam edit. That'll be dropping soon. And I had the opportunity to work on 2 sections myself. One with Tad Labazetta. We've been filming for probably the last 6 or 7 months or so.
Shout out. More than that.
You think?
Yeah, it's been like a year, dude. 10 months.
Yeah, about 9-10 months. But we've been slowly chopping at it. I mean, him being a more recent father, it's been kind of whenever we can get it.
That's gonna be fire. You're gonna have to check that one out, people out there.
Absolutely. And then
there's a lot of footage to go through for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to diving in it with him. I mean, just like Rob, I think he's going to be pretty involved with the editing of it, which is fun because most of the time it's usually just me or you up there chopping it up. So when someone
and I don't know if people know, like Tad Labazetta filmed with Torres and been part of the New York scene for a number of years. Recently bought a house in Connecticut and is living here now, so like we have filmed with him for the past 8 to 10 months, whatever.
Ish. A good
so
call.
We have a ton of footy we're just hanging on right now, and just it's time. So
yeah, that's a good call for kind of setting the surface there. It's like, we had the opportunity just because he moved to Connecticut and he kind of splits time between skating between us and the New York guys. So it's kind of cool how little opportunities just come our way. And then, we get to film these people. We get to put out stuff. So it always just like kind of falls in your lap sometimes.
It's like, it's amazing to watch someone who's as good as like Tad.
For sure.
And like just see that they're there for like, maybe an hour. And they just get 2 or 3 clips, and they're back to their schedule. Yeah,
that's
crazy. I'm not like that.
No, you're not. You're not like that. Like Tad,
not like that.
Tad's a clip machine for sure. Like he can bang out 3-4 clips at a spot. Maybe he won't want all of them to be used in its section, but they're all different tricks. They're all done cleanly, and they're all fucking sick. Maybe you won't. It's want like
a New York mentality,
Right. But your shit's different. Like you're gonna go to one spot with one thing in mind, and you're either gonna get it or you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, and I gotta change that.
And sometimes I know, but sometimes it's like it's so cool because it takes you a while and you don't even see what you're really doing till the end. Like, I'll be like, yo, come on, man. The 3rd try you got was perfect. Like, I would have taken that. And you keep trying. I don't know why you keep trying. And then at the last second, you switch up to some really sick trick right before you get off the rail.
Sometimes I don't like to tell people sometimes what I'm trying to do. I don't know. Because if I did, sometimes it'd be like, okay, well, that'll take you 1,000 tries, so.
Yeah, I don't like the negativity while you're trying a trick, for sure. Anybody that puts doubt in your head or like, sure you got that, man? It's like, why are you even introducing that doubt right now?
Yeah,
exactly. Because up until that, I didn't even think twice about it, and now you're making me think twice about it.
Yeah. Gotta stay positive. I'm trying to, when you go skate, just let the trick come to you a little bit. Be realistic. I don't know.
Yeah, and
that's how you get hurt a little bit. I've been like, growing up, I feel like I've been like a hurt skater. Just stupid expectations, trying to do certain tricks at certain spots and trying to get away from that because that's how you get hurt sometimes. Definitely. I don't know.
And that's also, I've learned like, skating with Tad and with Mark and even you guys, it's like I don't always have the sickest trick on every spot, but I'm gonna try every spot. And it always like just watching people that are way better than me, it just makes me think like, how can I hit this that's a little bit different? Or
and that's why I like Andrew and the crew, because it's like It's a different perspective. You have this like 90s style. It's crazy. I don't know. I can't describe it. People love it. People all the time are like, dude, Andrew's style is fucking sick. And I'm like, dude, I know. I fucking film it.
That's so weird. That's so weird to hear out loud, but I appreciate it, man. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know anything else. I'm at that point where...
But dude, that's like, there's something pure about like, even when you were just like a front side guy, Soul, and maybe like, you know, Makio, Mizzou kind of thing. Like there's something pure about that, like that's all you're doing, and you're only switching up those tricks, and it's like, I don't know, it takes you to a different place. Like you remember a simpler time when things weren't so complicated. You were trying to deconstruct grinds. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm seeing you go through it, which is crazy.
It's pretty sick. Yeah. I'm starting to get like...
Gotta teach you how to toss all ledges, man.
I know. I'm there. I actually already have a top soul ledge clip. I was psyched about that. But yeah, just like skating with everybody else, I sort of have to just rise to the occasion sometimes. Yeah. And then I realize some of the features that I hit are something I would have never thought. Like that in my section, like that one sketchy like metal box that was in the middle of a construction zone that I like sold to like gap
the green
over.
Box.
Yeah, like that was like a 6 or 7. Remember, it took me like quite a few tries to get that. Yeah, but just those types of things, like I would never have tried to hit that. But
and the unexpected, like you could fast slide, which is crazy. That one line, like I think my favorite trick in your section is the line in Hamden where you soul and in the red sweatpants, and then you neg fish the end of the rail, which was unexpected for sure. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, but you are, because I remember that trick. I remember that line specifically. I had like the red sweatpants on.
The red sweatpants
on. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try to top soul this, because that was a trick I was just kind of getting in my bag at that time. And I'm like, I'm just going to try to like ride through this pylon. Like, I'm not going to try to grind it.
I remember I was like, yo, try to just like bash your foot on the top of this rail.
So I'm like coming down like a scythe, you know, like just kind of at an angle, and you're like, yeah, and I didn't realize you were telling me to try to like bash neg fish. But like sometimes when you're filming a trick for me, I tell you, like, my mindset is I'm just trying to skate like through the obstacle. Yeah. You know?
So that's a good way to think about it, because a lot of the times that's what we're trying to do. We're not really trying to hold a grind all the way, 10 seconds. Yeah. You're trying to skate through something. Yeah. I like it. It fucking worked out.
Yeah, I know. It did work out. But I don't know. I haven't been skating that long, so it's like anything that I haven't tried, it's like I'm going to give it a try. It's like, can I do this acid on the down rail? Yo, I'm going to give it a shot. And if I eat shit, it's like, all right, maybe I'll stop. But I don't know. Like, I haven't fucked myself up too bad yet.
Yeah, don't stop. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. But we're just skating with these legends, it just shows you a lot of different ways to hit features, and I don't know, I'm just excited to be able to keep getting better and just skating with all random people and taking like little bits and pieces and what you can kind of learn from everyone's style and then making it your own. That's the best part.
I love watching you progress. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to hear people say that. Like, I know everyone likes it, but it's just like, I don't know.
No, because everyone has their own.
But the best part is, I'm not the only one getting better. We're all getting better. Literally, everyone's getting better. Dude.
Here's the other thing. Everyone has their own like idea of like how you should learn tricks, like in progression. So like some people think, first, maybe front side first, and then like Royale, and then Soul, then Machio, then Soul. So everyone has this like idea, you know, and you've kind of like got, you know, majority of the basics down. So like I think it's funny, like, you know, where you take it and where people give you instruction, I guess, you know.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is really cool where people give me specific instruction.
Yeah, so I mean, I think like you should learn Top Soul and then Fishbrain.
That's you think the next trick? Fishbrain's not even on my list.
Well, maybe Top Soul then Sweaty, because that's 2 feet, and then Fishbrain. So you go 2 feet first. And
I have
then
about
1 foot?
12 or 15 like things I want to work on this year in bleeding, and most of them are tricks, but some are like non-tangibles.
And that for everyone who's listening, he sets goals. Like he really checks them off the list,
dude.
And all this shit,
ass, dude. Dead
like,
ass.
I never thought about it, but when I was skating, I went out, I waxed up a curb when I was a kid, and I just like watched sections of Shima, and I just emulated that. And that's why my trick selection is that way. I never was like, okay, like this is the progression, you know, like you should learn it this way or that way, you know, like then Brian Aragon just fucking learn it every switch way, you know, like I never did that, but that's why I have a weird trick selection.
But I legit do. I write down every year.
That's
and like
good.
The end of December, first week of January, I'll make like a 10 to 15 item list for blading, a 10 to 15 item list for skiing.
You got Unity
on there?
I mean, you have Unities on lock.
I do have Unity. And
Savs now. You go Sav. Or AO Unity, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh, isn't that a hot topic?
Yeah, they're different tricks, for sure.
But yeah, so we'll let the users decide.
Yeah.
We'll let the comments, I guess, decide on that one.
But also, last thing to plug, Mark Woida, his section. We've been filming Mark for a few months now. Don't have too many clips, but it's in progression, and want to just mention that as far as Tad first, and then definitely Mark after.
Yeah, no,
to
absolutely.
round out 2020 for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that as well for sure. Mark and I have been, you know, out there whenever we can filming, but he's similar to Tad, where he's got a new family kind of in the works, so it's very sporadic, and when it is, it's usually some crazy rail or some crazy gap that's within 5 to 10 minutes from where he lives. He usually shows up on a bike or
it's pretty wild.
Skates, but
yeah,
it's insane. And
pretty wild to think or just that Mark moved into my old neighborhood where I used to live, where I grew up, and then just, you know, telling him and describing the childhood skate spots where that's the shit he's hitting, which is wild to me, and I can't wait to finish that section. It's gonna be fucking good.
It's gonna be really sick, man. I think that'll get even probably more than our full video. Probably would break our record. That would probably be the highest.
Yeah, just the name,
video.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
how do you say it?
I think it's Woida.
Woida, yeah.
Woida.
I think so.
That's what I would think. I still call him Woda sometimes, but I don't know. Yeah. Either way, it'll be fire. You know that.
For sure.
And I guess kind of the last thing I guess I want to talk about would just be our giveaway. I don't want to, I guess, spoil the whole thing or, you know, talk about it too much, but I wasn't really too involved on it. So I guess I'll let you describe it.
Okay. Yeah. Gonna do a giveaway with Hyper Wheels. The Juvenile Delinquent wheel in specific.
It's like, it was an old company, right? I mean,
yeah. So like super old company. I think they came stock on Solomon's back in the day. So these are 64 millimeter. I gotta look up the specs on them real quick. Don't wanna.
They're 64 millimeter, so ideal for like maybe a wish frame outer.
I think they're like 92. My phone just died. 64, I think 92. We're gonna call it that. So they're big. The profile is actually really unique. It's more of like this bevel. It looks a lot like a bevel, like flat in the middle, but they're very beveled towards the side. I have not ridden them yet, so I don't have an opinion, but they look fucking awesome. The people who have ridden them say they are pretty fucking great, and we're gonna be giving away one set of wheels pretty soon. Not sure yet,
but something probably alcohol related. That's your teaser.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have a teaser. We'll have an official video when that comes out, so be on the lookout for free set of wheels.
Free set of wheels, that's the prize?
Free set of wheels. That's, yeah, I mean, what else do you want from me?
Yeah, all right. I'm pumped for it, man. I'm pumped that we have a giveaway.
Yeah, dude, that free set of wheels, man.
That's awesome.
It's great. I mean, I will ride them on probably the new Wish frames. So I'm gonna save riding them because I ride anti-rocker up until now, and then I'm gonna give them a shot.
You're gonna ride flat?
With Wish, yeah. I'm gonna give them a shot.
Whoa! I thought you were anti-rocker for life. I can't even believe you're saying this.
I'm gonna give them a shot. We'll see.
I think it's good that you give it a shot, Dave. I think it'll make you.
It's different. It's not true flat. I mean, the true flat earthers will tell you it's not true flat.
I don't know. I think it'll transform the way you skate, though. Hopefully, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, I think that's probably a good way to end it. So I guess the Hyper Wheel giveaway we will be talking more about over the next few weeks on our Instagram. And
yeah, we got to come up with a good name.
Yeah,
I don't have a good name yet.
Yeah, just give us a couple of weeks. We'll be putting it out on Instagram and our YouTube channel. If you don't already subscribe, go on to our Instagram page at Tallboyz Blade Team. YouTube, Tallboyz. If you just type Tallboyz in, you'll find a British comedy sketch show that is we're almost at the top. We're almost there. If you type in
Let me shut down the podcast real quick. I've been trying to battle these motherfuckers for so long. Well, I've been in battle with Instagram just to win Tallboyz for like a year. So, in work still. But fuck, dude, they won't...
What, the name?
Just the name, Tallboyz, yeah. It's actually...
On Instagram, just at Tallboyz?
Yeah, it's owned by, like, a defunct account, like, inactive for, like, a year. 6 posts. It's like, there's nothing... It was like a meme account that started and ended in one day. And,
You mean like Russian bots?
Basically, dude. And I've filed for it a couple times, and they just basically say there's no evidence to support whatever the fuck I'm claiming, so I have to work around it.
Yeah, because you're saying they're infringing on your brand, and your brand
it's a brand.
Page.
It's a rollerblade brand, so yeah.
But that's why you got to get it trademarked.
I mean, we could. It doesn't cost that much money. Or copyright or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. I think we'll be doing more of these. And maybe get a guest or two on here or there. Maybe a commentary.
Sure.
The future.
Sure.
Let's keep it out. Let's keep the option open. Like I said, if you already follow us, Tallboyz Blade Team on Instagram, Tallboyz on YouTube. Check out Forever Soon. We're almost at 2,000 views. If you haven't watched in a while, give it another view. All the other videos on there on our YouTube channel as well as our Instagram. So I appreciate everyone listening. More to come. And yeah, thank you guys for keeping it sick out there. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, one love.
Reiki bless.